Hello,
Hello.
Olivia and Owen, our darlings. How are you guys?
Have a great day. We
Yeah,
are.
we are near the Bass Harbor Lighthouse right now, and we'll show you the lighthouse in a little bit. But we'll just show you what the area looks like from here. You can hear the buoy bell in the background. Those bells are out off the coast a little bit. They kind of warn sailors that they're getting close to land. And every area has its own buoy sound, just like every lighthouse has its own number of flickers of the light, how many seconds between each flicker, so people know which lighthouse they're near, which is kind of interesting. I never knew that before. So I'm gonna come on over here and show you the buoy, hopefully. You see it? Okay, there's the buoy.
There's the sound.
And there's another buoy over here. You can hear some birds in the background. And there's the other buoy over here. Lots of seagulls around here too. It's really cool. So 2 times every day, the water level gets higher and gets lower. That's called the tide. And here in Mount Desert Island, the tide is the highest that it is anywhere in the country. It rises 12 feet twice a day. And you can see on the rocks the difference between the rocks that don't get covered with water and the rocks that do get covered with water. The rocks that have all the seaweed on them will be covered up with water when the tide is in. That's how far out the tide goes. A long time ago, hundreds of thousands of years ago, there was a big ice sheet called a glacier that covered this part of the country. And the glacier was a big thick sheet of ice that carried all kinds of debris and rocks with it as it scraped down along the coastline. And all along the coastline here, you can see the remains of rocks that came from different places, probably way up in Canada, and were deposited here when the glacier receded. So you look for rocks that look different than the surrounding rocks. And here you can see a lot of them. They're rounded because they've been carved by the glacier, and they have a different color than the other rocks here. So these roundish rocks that are kind of gray were rocks that were carried here by a big sheet of ice years and years ago. And they're a different color because the rocks here on the coast of Maine are all this pink granite. Interesting geology. And here's what the lighthouse looks like from down here on the rocks. You can see that Bass Harbor Lighthouse has a red light, and you can watch it flickers on and off. There it is. And here is the lighthouse from the other side. And this is the house where the lighthouse keeper stays. Okay guys, that was a little tour of Bass Harbor. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you soon. Love you guys.